Hi everyone, I'm Joe Stobanaw. Welcome to my channel, Joe Stow Guitar. And today is lesson 3 of my beginning guitar series. We're going to cover a couple of topics. One is we're going to cover the names of the strings. Up until this point, we've been using numbers for the strings. Today we're going to learn the names of the strings, and we're going to work on the G major chord. All right, so your first string, which is the thinnest string, remember that? Your first string is toward the floor. It's the thinnest string. His name is E. And it's E because if you play an E note on the piano, it's going to be the same note. The second string is going to be B. The third string, his name is G. The fourth string is named D. Fifth string, his name is A. And the sixth string, the thickest string, closest one to the ceiling, is E all over again. Just lower. You hear that? It's just lower, but it's the same note. Okay, so I know it's a little difficult to, like, how am I going to remember all the names of the strings? E, A, D, G, B, and E. Well, there's a couple different sayings you can use. You can make up one of your own. That's probably the best way to remember it. But I like to use, starting with the sixth string, every animal does good before eating. So every animal does good before eating. So if you can remember that, and the signs, basically the first letter of every word corresponds to a string. So if you can make up a funny saying like that, you'll remember what the string names are after that. Okay, so now let's work on the G major chord, and it looks like this and sounds like this. One of my favorite chords to play on the guitar because it just really brings out the sound of the guitar. It just sounds so good. Okay, so the G major chord. We're going to start with our second finger at the 3rd fret on the low E string. We're going to use the string names along with numbers. So the 6th string, if you remember, is the low E string. So count up 1, 2, 3 to the 3rd fret, and I'm going to put my second finger on it. Now our first finger is going to go on the A string at the 2nd fret. The A string, if you remember, is the 5th string. So it's going to go here for my first finger. You can see that okay. And my third finger, my ring finger, is going to go on the 1st string, also at the 3rd fret. And all the other strings in between, we're just going to let them ring. And that's how easy it is to play a G major chord. Okay, so remember your second finger at the 3rd fret on the E string, low E string. Your first finger at the 2nd fret on the A string, and your third finger is also at the 3rd fret on the high E string. Check for dead notes. Now if you remember, if you start hearing something like this, and a common thing to do is your A string, your 5th string, sounds dead. There's a couple possibilities for that. One is you're not pushing down hard enough with your first finger. The other possibility is that your second finger is actually laying, it's laying over onto that 5th string a little bit. So it's deadening the string. So you want to make sure that second finger, you're up enough on your fingertip and it's away from the A string, so that it's not touching. Okay? And it's the same with the first finger. If your D string is sounding dead, chances are your first finger is just not up on the fingertip enough. It's just laying over top of the D string. So be sure to check for your dead notes. Oh, I had one there. And that is the G major chord. Okay, so we learned a couple of things today. We learned the names of the strings. Remember our saying, every animal does good before eating. You have your E string, A, D, G, B, and your high E string. Every animal does good before eating. So try to look at your strings that way, by the names as well as the numbers. And we learned our G major chord. And that's an awesome chord to play. It really sounds good. So if you like these lessons, please hit the like button. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you want to work on. Maybe we can work on it together. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.